Hello, everyone. I'm RB Jules Barbie, the doll collector. Welcome to All Things Barbie and Pretty. Y'all, we are here. It is March the 9th, 2024. Happy birthday, Barbie, and to all the Barbies and all the dolls that came after Barbie because Barbara Millicent Roberts started it all. Um, this is such an amazing moment for me because I never thought about celebrating Barbie's birthday. As a matter of fact, I never thought about Barbie's birthday. I never thought about when Barbie came into being, how, when, where, or why, none of those things. And if I sound a little happy and I'm talking a little fast, it's because I'm like super excited. I've never experienced anything like this. So, in honor of this, of course, we see Miss Barbie herself. That is the replica of the original Barbie. That was the 50th anniversary Barbie. And then we have the Silkstone 1959, African American Barbie. But we know that the first Barbie was originally created in 1980. And we will get into that in other videos. But also, y'all, I don't do mukbangs and all of that, but for this, y'all, look at that. I pulled out my Barbie plate. So y'all can see this. Friends don't let friends shop alone. This is my official Barbie plate. And pulled out my limited edition Barbie cup, and it's filled with water. This is the collaboration. I forgot what the glassware company is, and I'm really sad for that. Sometimes my brain does its own thing. So get out your favorite beverage, whether it's a glass of water, you know, a glass of wine, tea, and you know, get out a piece of Barbie cake on your Barbie plate as a half of a strawberry cinnamon swirl and a cute pink donut. And we're gonna talk about Barbie, how she came into being, and we are going to unbox one doll during this Barbie birthday celebration. And I'm going to also share when, I first learned about Barbie, not just Christy, but Barbie. So, first, y'all, let me taste a piece of this right here because it smells so sweet. It smells like strawberries. Strawberries and bananas like my favorite scent. I love strawberry everything. So, food-wise, candles, perfumes, lip gloss. Okay, yeah, lip gloss, but I do. So, let's see how. See, I got a little piece. Let's see how this tastes. Y'all, this does not disappoint. And I have water because I can't do a whole lot of sugar. But for today, I'm going to eat this, this cake right here. Um, I'm going to tell you how how old I was when I knew that Barbie existed. For me, it was in 1976. I was 5 years old. And of course, I seen her on television. But when I first actually saw her, um, I was at a friend's house, and um, she had Barbie, everything, the townhouse with the elevator and all the dolls. It looked just, y'all, it's this is so good. Um, you know, um, she had everything, everything. And I was like, wow. And I was envious because I didn't have any Barbies. Um, I did get like one Darcy doll, and we'll talk about her in another video. And then I got like maybe like one Wonder Woman doll, but I never had Barbie. I know if y'all remember um, those dolls that only had the hair at the top and didn't have any hair at the bottom. So that was like the as close as I got to Barbie. And those are the ones that came in the bag that only paid like $2, $3. Um, I'll get into my personal story because every time I tell this story, um, I'm giving so many explanations of why things were the way they were. But I'm like, okay, I was the one who lived it, and I know why I didn't get Barbies or those things until later on in life. And it's not your average answers that you would think um, would be the reason why I didn't get a Barbie. I will say it wasn't because we was poor, because we weren't. I came from upper middle class, so it wasn't. All I will say is it was selfishness. So, um, I have friends who allowed me to play with Barbie, and that's as close as I ever came to her until I turned 11. These desserts are so good, and this is all I could have for the entire weekend, but it was worth it. Excuse me. Water tastes good now. I have the little donut left, and that strawberry also. And it does not disappoint. It was good. 2 bites, donut gone. So when I turned 11, I was really, really happy um, when I got into Barbie. When I got my first Barbie. And ironically, the doll that I got was called My First Barbie. And she had on a swimsuit with the little ruffles on her dress and her little sleeves and a gingham skirt and the pink slingbacks, and her hair was in a ponytail. So that was my first Barbie, and that's when I started getting Barbies. And that's when it started for me. But we're going to go back a lot further than that. Um, Barbie came into being to 1959. But before that, there was this doll called, and I don't have her, but I do have her information in a post that you can see Sunday. Okay, that will show you who she is and her information, a little bit of her information, and you can definitely go and look her up in more detail. The doll that actually created it all, her name was Wendy Built Lily. And this was a doll, she was a German doll. Okay. Um, that got this doll who she came from a comic strip called the Bild Zeitung newspaper. She came in a comic strip, which this doll men used to give to women who were sex workers. You heard exactly what I said. She was a doll who was originally a sex worker. And when the man wanted a particular sex worker, he would hand the Wendy built Lily doll to that particular sex worker, and then they went on to have casual fun. So, Ruth Handler, while they was on vacation, they saw the doll. They was on a vacation in Switzerland, and when they got the doll, Ruth Handler, she had an idea to create a doll for her daughter, which was based on her daughter. Really odd that you would take a doll that was created for sex workers and, you know, um, and, mimic it after your daughter, so to speak, because that's her daughter's name. Her daughter's name is Barbara Millicent Roberts. And also, Ken is her son. We'll get into Mr. Connors in another video. So, with some work, and she worked with this guy named Jack Ryan, and they came up with the mechanics and everything for the doll, and they created the doll, and she came into being in 1959, and she first appeared at the New York Toy Fair in 1959, and she was a flop. The mothers didn't like Barbie because they thought that Barbie was too grown for little girls, and the men, they didn't understand. It's like they didn't understand it, so they had to do some creative marketing and start marketing directly to the little girls on TV, which like they do now when they want to get a particular audience, they market to you directly on the television. Excuse me, because that's gonna let people see, okay, this item exists, or in Barbie's case, Barbie exists, and kids, they wanted the Barbie. So that's how, Barbie came into being. And then there came Midge, which Midge helped out the situation because Midge was like the girl next door. We will get into Midge in another video. But she kind of helped Barbie to get out there. So then all the different Barbies, you know, they came along. 1961, there was Ken. 1960 was Skip, was her sister Skipper, and Mitch. 1967, they had the Barbies. Her looks changed with rooted hair, eyelashes, and she had a twisted waist. And in the 70s, you had the Malibu Barbie. The looks changed, the skin tan. She had the suntan, and the beach look with the dune buggy and a camper. Still in the 70s, she got more glamorous. Her fashions changed, and then you had the superstar fashion Barbie. Then in 1977, you had her, the face mold changed, and she was more posable. In the 80s, you had the different Barbies, and you had the birth of Barbie and the Rockers. And then in the 90s, you had the totally hair Barbies. And in 1992, the face sculpt changed again. And Bob Mackie was the reason why the face sculpt changed, to change how Barbie smiled and how she looked, because, he also did a lot of designing. And then, you had the different dolls in the 2000s, the flavor Barbies, the Mycines. And then in, 2000, the different dolls went on and on. And that's the basics of how Miss Barbie came into being. and the black doll that came into being also around that time with Diana Carroll. Um, so she was like one of the first black dolls, but the original, um, Black Barbie was officially created in 1980 by um, Miss Perkins, Kitty Black Perkins. She's the one who created the Black Barbie, who was inspired by Diana Ross. So that's when the official original Black Barbie came into being, even though that you had Christie and you had some of the other black dolls, Barbies during that time. But that's when the Black Barbie came into being, you know, like 21 years later. And so, but you see the two that I have here, which I've shown these two Barbies before, the original teen fashion model Barbie and the original iconic zebra print swimsuit. And then you have the gown, which we've seen Margot Robbie wear when she was promoting the movie Barbie, the movie. And then you see that there are pictures of Ruth Handler and the Handler family. And then you see that she has a stand, she has the iconic glasses, and a famous ponytail, and the makeup and everything. That's what you see there. And then what you see in the African American Barbie, she's a Silkstone Barbie, which I have shown you before, which she too is wearing the iconic swimsuit, but she has sequins in her swimsuit with the beautiful ponytail, full hair, and everything, and no bang. And she has on the gold earrings, and she comes with a stand, and she has beautiful strappy sandals, satin strap sandals. Um, and I don't know if I'm going to take her out of the box or not. I think about it sometimes, and I'm like, I don't know. So, these are the two Barbies. And then, y'all, we have a whole host of, Barbies here in celebration with these two iconic Barbies, because they all represent all of the Barbies now that got started from March the 9th, 1959. And, I'm personally am grateful for Barbie. You know, she's back in my life again. Barbie, Christie, and all of the other dolls. They're back in my life now to help me to heal a lot of my childhood wounds. And there are many. And so they help me. And I'm glad that I'm in a wonderful, wonderful Instagram doll community. So I have to say that she's done a lot for me. And the more that Mattel has worked on the different dolls, especially the black dolls, how they worked on the skin tones and the makeup, and the dolls, they look more relatable in times, because, you know, we all come in all shades, colors, and sizes. And so that's so wonderful to me to see that and to see the representation of myself. And it was also good for my daughter to see that representation also. And I'm sure it's really good for the little girls, and I'm speaking from the term of the black experience, because we need to see ourselves. We need to be represented more, and I'm glad that Mattel saw fit to include us in that experience, and that we have our representation as well. You have the Hispanic dolls, you know, the Asian dolls, you have the dolls around the world, and I just think that is so beautiful that, you know, me speaking of my culture first, but also just looking at women in general, how we are represented and how we can see ourselves in Barbie, or we can look at Barbie and see, I know somebody that looks just like her, and I promise you, some of these Barbies, when I look at them, I see people that actually resemble these dolls, and it makes it even more relatable. And me at my age, and I'm like, wow, and it just makes such a difference. So, again, like I said, I'm super glad to be celebrating Barbie's birthday and her 60th, 5th anniversary. And like I said, we're going to open up a Barbie. And what better Barbie to open than the iconic 1959 Barbie? So this Barbie here is based on the 1959 Barbie, and she has on a tank top, and she has on a cute ruffle skirt, and let me see if I can see that. You can see she has on the black strap sandals and a cute ponytail and some blue glasses. So we're going to open her up, and y'all don't have a doll stand, so it is what it is. And I am okay with it. And when I saw these fashionistas, because that's what this is a fashionista Barbie. When I saw her in Target, I was like, yes, because I had been looking for her. I had totally been looking for her. So let me see what we got going on here. Let me see. So y'all, I'm getting better and better opening up these packages, and I love the background. So we're gonna get into her look, okay? And so I just have to cut her out at the sides, and then I have to take the things out of the back of her hair, and we're gonna get into it. So let me do it over here so I'm not shaking the camera. So let's pull that out, and let's put that there, and let's cut all these rubber bands off. So let me make sure that I'm cutting at the right ones so that I can indeed take them off. And I do have my comb nearby to comb her ponytail, which is, by the way, very soft. There is no product in it at all. I know y'all can hear me combing her hair to, you know, bring a little bit of life to it. So just, there you go. And yeah, fluff the ponytail up a little bit. So I left the glasses attached. I'll take all of that off. It's just the glasses. So here she is. Wow, look at that. Look at that. 1959. And you know what? She actually can stand there. But we're going to look at her first. Boy, look how she looking from 1959. She like gritting a little bit. But that's just my imagination. So, as you can see, she has the little glasses. She has on a tank top with clear straps. And she has on a cute little ruffle skirt. And the little ruffle is not finished, but the rest of the dress is finished. And All of this is slip-on, and it's designed for it to do that. I'm sorry, I wasn't in frame. This was designed for it to just be very easy to take off and put on. And then same thing for the top, so there's no closures of any kind. And then here's her shoes, same as the iconic shoes. And then instead of the original white glasses, she has like the modern blue glasses, but it's in the same style. And her ears aren't pierced. And instead of a red lipstick, she has a pink lipstick, and she has the regular points of articulation in her arms. And she has a fully hard body, and her legs move. And this is pretty much it for her. So today, y'all, we don't even need a doll stand. How about that? How about that? We don't need one today. And this is as iconic as it gets, y'all. It gets, and it's such a wonderful, to me, it's a blessing. It is, it's a blessing. And, you know, I don't know if I shared my reconnection story, but I'm going to share it really quickly. You know, for me, when I got back into my Barbies, which was 2 years ago, which will be 2 years this December. And I was going to start buying Barbies all over again. And I probably shared this because I shared my Barbies with you, but I was going to start sharing. I was just going to start buying them all over again. And, you know, the Most High God through Christ, and I just have to be honest because there's no other way for me to tell it. You know, I'm a believer, and I'm not going to hide that from anybody. Holy Spirit, you know, just wouldn't let me sleep. It was 8 o'clock in the morning, would not let me sleep, you know. And just, you know, kept unctioning me, get up, go to the attic, go to the attic. And I know I'm a full-figured woman, and I'm a little heavy, and I probably can stand to lose a few pounds, but I ain't gonna worry about that. That's not the point. You know, so I called my sons, and they went up in the attic, and they found 2 boxes. And the odd thing is, you know, I had gotten rid of some Barbies years prior. And the thing is, I didn't realize I had bought the same Barbies. Probably because that was during the time when I was a severe shopaholic. So I had the same Barbies, and I was super, super excited that, you know, I was reconnected with those Barbies. It felt like I was getting a part of my life back because, as I have mentioned, I had to keep them for safekeeping because there are people who did not want me to have my Barbies. They wanted me to get rid of them. Not put them in the attic, but just get rid of them because they weren't happy in their lives, so they wanted me to not be happy. And Barbie makes me happy. And I think y'all can tell that when I do my videos. And so I'm glad I can share my happiness with you. And I'm glad that you came to stop by to celebrate Barbie's birthday with us. You know, enjoying it in our bash, a little bit of history, enjoying some delectable desserts, and me drinking my water. It was just so amazing, you know. Before I did this video, I literally had to go take a nap. I was so hyped up that, you know, I just had to go and decompress and calm down before I did this video because I was like so excited. So excited. And so we're going to be sharing videos for the rest of the month and, you know, sharing everybody else who's along and part of this story. So, as always, thank you for stopping by, for sharing. Happy birthday, Barbie. It's a wonderful opportunity to be a part of this 65th. So thank you for stopping by, for coming to take part in this amazing celebration. As always, stay fierce and fabulous. and let's sparkle like Barbie. Happy birthday, Barbie. Looking forward to next year.